Okay, let's just dive right in. We've got quite a story here today. It's about Barclays, the global bank, and they're talking about rolling out AI. Not just any rollout, but to 100,000 of their employees worldwide.
Yeah, that number 100,000, it really jumps out at you.
It does. So for this deep dive, we're zeroing in on just one source. It's an article from Microsoft UK Stories that announced this whole thing. Our mission, basically, is to unpack that specific article, pull out the key facts, the interesting details, and really understand what this AI rollout looks like, at least based on what Microsoft is reporting there.
And it's definitely significant. I mean, a deployment that big, especially in finance, it says a lot about how serious big companies are getting about internal AI.
Exactly. So let's start at the core. According to that article, what's the actual announcement? What's happening?
Okay, so the central piece is pretty straightforward. Barclays is rolling out Microsoft 365 Copilot. And yes, the number is 100,000 colleagues globally. The article frames it as a move to, really change the employee experience using these AI agents. And a big part of that is giving people better, easier access to the information they need.
Right. 100,000. It's definitely not a small pilot project.
Hmm.
But the article also mentioned something interesting, that this isn't just dropping Copilot onto everyone's desktop, as is. There's an integration aspect.
That's a really key detail they highlight.
Yeah.
They aren't just deploying Copilot by itself. They're actually integrating Microsoft 365 Copilot into Barclays' own existing internal productivity tool for their colleagues.
Okay, so they're plugging into something they already have. Why is that important?
Well, the article explains that this integration creates what they're calling a single agent. And the idea behind this single agent is for it to be the one place employees go to access, well, everything. The article mentions Barclays' broad ecosystem, all their different collaboration tools, internal sites, online resources.
All through this one AI interface.
Exactly. And the stated benefit, according to the source, is making it simpler to find information, improving productivity, and just generally making the employee experience better.
Ah, okay. So it's about trying to simplify that often messy digital workplace we all deal with, using AI to kind of tie it together. Makes sense. Now, the article doesn't just stop at AI. It gives some specific examples of the kinds of tools or features employees will actually get. What did it mention?
Yeah, it did. It broke it down into sort of three main areas where this AI is meant to provide tangible benefits.
Okay.
So first, there's the colleague AI agent. This runs through M365 Copilot, and its job is basically employee self-service. What's interesting, and the article points this out, is that it connects not just to external partner systems, but also to Barclays' own internal applications.
Ah, so it can interact with their specific stuff.
Precisely. And the examples given are things like booking business travel, checking if something meets policy, or finding HR answers. The article frames these as helping with key moments that matter to colleagues.
Okay, practical tasks. What else?
Second is content search. This is described as personalized semantic search.
Semantic search, meaning it understands the meaning, not just keywords.
Exactly. It tries to get the intent behind your search. And the article adds that it uses context, like your location and your profile, to help you find the most relevant information easily.
Personalized results. Got it. And the third thing?
The third one is the colleague front door. The source calls this a comprehensive agentic dashboard.
Agentic, meaning it acts for you.
Sort of, yeah. Designed to proactively help or act on your behalf. You access it via Microsoft Viva, which is Microsoft's employee experience platform. And like the AI agent, it's also focused on those moments that matter. The article mentions booking desks or putting in for annual leave. Plus, it delivers personalized news and announcements.
Right. So across these three, you've got this single AI interface, powered by Copilot, but integrated, handling specific tasks, search, and dashboard functions. The article also included quotes from leadership at both Barclays and Microsoft. What are they saying? What's the why behind this huge move?
Yeah, the quotes give a pretty clear rationale. From the Barclays side, Craig Bright, their group CIO, talks about using AI and generative AI to get deeper insights, boost efficiency, and make work feel more intuitive. He sees this integrated approach, plugging Copilot into their tool, as a really big step in simplifying how employees actually get work done. And he also stresses the partnership aspect with Microsoft, calling it practical application at scale.
Practical application at scale.
Okay.
And Microsoft.
Darren Hardman, Microsoft UK CEO, positions Barclays as an innovator, someone really embracing the next wave of tech.
And he uses this phrase I found quite interesting. He says M365 Copilot is becoming the UI for Barclays AI.
The UI, the user interface for their AI. Yeah. The main way employees will interact with all the AI stuff Barclays is doing internally, he says it helps Barclays deliver on their bold vision of putting AI in the hands of every employee.
Wow, the UI for Barclays AI?
Yeah.
That really frames it as central, doesn't it? Not just an app, but the gateway. And reading between the lines in the article, this massive rollout didn't just happen overnight, did it? There's some history here.
That's right. The source makes sure to mention that this big agreement didn't come out of nowhere. It actually follows a successful initial deployment. They already rolled out M365 Copilot to a smaller group, still large, 15,000 colleagues, and presumably that went well.
Okay, so they tested the waters first.
Seems like it.
Yeah.
And the article also reminds us that Barclays was already using other Microsoft tools pretty heavily. They'd adopted Microsoft Teams as their main collaboration platform and Microsoft Viva Engage for like employee community stuff.
Right, so there's an existing foundation of Microsoft tech this is building on.
Exactly. It fits into a pattern.
Okay, so stepping back a bit, we've gone through the what, the how, the why, the context. Why should someone listening care about this specific story? Maybe they don't work in banking. Maybe their company isn't doing this yet.
Well, I think it matters because it's such a concrete, large-scale, real-world example of how a major organization is trying to use AI to genuinely change how its employees work day to day. It's not theoretical anymore. And the concepts we've talked about, the ones highlighted in the article,
Like a single agent idea.
yeah, like the single AI agent to navigate everything, or the personalized search that knows who you are, or these AI dashboards helping with routine tasks like booking leave or finding HR info. These ideas, these features, they're likely previews of what could become much more common in workplaces everywhere, across all sorts of industries, as this tech gets better and cheaper.
So Barclays is kind of showing us one possible blueprint for the AI-powered workplace.
You could definitely see it that way. It's a significant peek into how the digital workplace might evolve for many of us.
It really is interesting. Okay, so just to quickly recap what we've pulled from this Microsoft UK Stories article. Barclays, huge rollout, 100,000 employees getting Microsoft 365 Copilot. But critically, it's integrated into their own internal tools to create this single agent experience.
Right. And the stated goal is simplifying work, making things easier, boosting that employee experience through specific tools for self-service, finding stuff, handling those everyday tasks.
The colleague AI agent, the content search, the colleague front door.
Exactly. And just the sheer scale of putting this capability directly into the hands or onto the screens of 100,000 people, that's what really stands out.
It absolutely does. Which brings us to maybe a final thought for you, the listener, to chew on based directly on that detail from the source. Given that Barclays is deliberately building this single AI agent interface to be the main way colleagues get information and do a lot of their daily tasks, what might that signal about the future? Could an AI agent like this integrated Copilot become the primary way you interact with your company's resources and get your own job done down the line?